just got to say thank you, Justin, and thank you to the board who has been an inspiration. And thank you to all of you for coming here tonight, because I got to tell you, I am like super pumped about this. If I could like capture all of Justin's energy and like throw it at you, that's expressive. But really what I want to say is, to start with, is what Justin has done and Camille as far as putting this nonprofit together has kind of played the same role that I'm hoping to have, and I know the organization as a whole is hoping to have, with the whole community. And that he believed in all the board members and knew that we had, we were inspired and wanted to do something good for the community. And so he pulled us together and created a platform and sort of helped us, helping us pull the resources together, and really complements our weaknesses basically with their strengths. So to me, that's kind of what Soccer Volunteers is all about in a way, because a lot of us, it's hard to describe it. It's kind of like a wedding cake is the best I can do, because there's a lot of layers to it, but they're all sweet. And I think about it in so many different ways, because I come with a background in psychology and sociology, I'm a psychotherapist, community organizer, a husband, my wife, a father. But one of the things that's most important to me is that people realize that they can make a difference in their community. And we don't have to like look outside the community to really make our community what it could be. So I really ask everybody to sort of put on their imagination hats. Okay? And imagine what it could be. There's this, out of all the stuff, there's one goal, which is kind of, I think is going to be what makes it really special. It's 100% participation. Okay, 100% participation, which is basically defined as all different ways that we pitch into the community. We had to put some sort of a quantitative element to it. So we're going to start with like 12 hours a year. Okay, and hopefully signing a pledge saying I intend to do 12 hours a year. It sounds kind of impossible, right, for almost everybody to do it, but it really isn't. And we're talking really school age and above probably. But when you think about it, there's so much that we do that is not even accounted for, not even noticed. A lot of volunteering that people do that really just sort of gets overlooked and really overwritten by a lot of the challenges and the shortcomings and everything else that people are focused on. So by bringing our attention and focusing it on something so positive like volunteering, it's bound to grow. And what Justin and Camille did for us in terms of saying, hey, let's put this together. If people have just a little bit of inspiration, they might be able to put something together or get involved in something, or maybe even do something greater than any one of us can even imagine. I mean, it's possible. The greatest things in the world were done by people who were just anybody when they started. So, all right, we talked for a long time here. I guess a big point I want to make is Soccer Volunteers is also about neighbors helping neighbors. And that counts. I mean, I think of my neighbor Sean, who I invited here, but he couldn't make it. Sean Pregi. And how often he steps up to help us out on our property. We share a driveway, and he comes, and the storm will come and lay all the branches down, and before I even like wake up, he's out there like cutting down trees and moving stuff. And sure enough, I'm always like, Sean, why don't you tell me when you're going to do something like that? I was like, there he goes again. So I, throw on my boots and get my gloves, and I get out there, and it's always just in time to see him finishing up. But he doesn't care. He's just happy to do it. But it means so much to me. The little things that we do for people mean a lot. And so part of volunteering is doing those little things, stopping for people that need help on the side of the road. How many times I see people just drive by the car? So the other thing that is really important to me, I've always had a passion for working with kids, and I've done some initiatives in the past, and the whole point of those initiatives was teaching kids that they can make a difference in their own communities. Partly so that they grow up into adults that think they can make a difference in their own communities. And part of it relates back to this wedding cake, right? And it's kind of a marriage between the potential and the reality. And I'm really hoping that kids will sort of adopt this culture of volunteerism and be able to be proud and say, you know, I'm from Saco, and we volunteer. So that kind of, I mean, imagine that. Imagine if every single person volunteered in Saco. And, okay, 12 hours in 1 year. Okay, but if you read the book Compound Effect, what about, now we got every resident in Saco puts in 12 hours this year. Now they all have some experience. Next year, 12 hours. The year after. And then it grows, and then there's generations, and I mean, what's Saco going to become? It's going to be amazing. And we're not going to be waiting for federal monies or state monies. I mean, we're going to be able to make it happen right here. And I really want to make a big point too, just to sort of wrap up, even though this just scratches the surface in terms of like all the different layers that I can talk about. But it's, I guess I would just say that I hope that people participate, and I hope that we make a difference in this community, and I really hope that we set an example for the communities around us, and I hope that we can, whatever we learn, we can take it to other communities, and whatever resources we generate, and methods that we develop, and resources that we can bring to other communities can just start something happening that's real. So, thank you.